People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of Southern on Twitter and YouTube, and people elsewhere on the internet. And as you can see, I've removed the Model Pose 16-inch deep bulk stuff. And I'm getting rid of all the little final pieces. But some of it, I just literally cut it close and left it there because my hair is doing that first thing it does after a couple of days of being in braids. And I didn't want to trim off any of my hair in the process of getting rid of the augment hair because, hello, my hair. So for that part, since I am going to take it loose and give my scalp a nice deep moisturizing treatment and all that, I'm just going to start unbraiding. And any little pieces that are caught up in, the section under the braids will just literally come right on out. That's how easy it is to work with these crochet braids. And I tell you what, and it's only been a couple of days. See, look, there's more. You can see where it was wrapped around, and then it went to the little part where it was attached. But it's only been a couple of days, but I miss my hair. It might snag on my clothes and rub against my neck, but it's still mine, and I still like the way my hair feels on my neck as opposed to this other stuff. So I'm thinking if nothing else, I'll go back to what I know, halo braids, updos, braid ups, whatever, until it grows at 2 inches, because, let's think about it, that's only 4 months. And I've been known to wear protective styles for that same amount of time, up 2 weeks, down, wash it, condition it, put it back up. I can do that for 4 months. And that way, when my hair gets to the length where it's no longer snagging, see, look, there's another one. I put the ones on that last braid in rather, those were all teeny and everything, because it's right where, if you put it in a ponytail, people would see. So I went for a rather natural look. So those were spaced very close together, using much smaller sections of hair. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do today. And as you could tell, see, it's right where it dusts my clothes and snags, and that was the problem. And I was trying to fix the problem with what I thought was a new and innovative thing. It's a good idea. See, it helps folks, but obviously it wasn't working for me. So unless I'm going to do this right, I'm not going to do it. But my friend LaQuinta happens to be a hairdresser by trade, and I am quite sure she knows what to do. In fact, one of the reasons why she's one of the few people I trust in my hair is because if I take a bottle of my favorite conditioner to her shop and say, I need a cold wash, she's like, chair's right there. And she doesn't go, you want me to wash your hair with that? This woman has washed my hair with baking soda and vinegar, following, the treatment that I give myself. When you say, no, I'm natural and I don't use soaps, and this is what I use. Her whole response to the baking soda and vinegar was, so I do the baking soda first and then add the vinegar, or am I going to mix it together? Do I need a big bowl? Because baking soda and vinegar, when it gets together, it bubbles. It's like, oh, wow. Okay, you're on board with me, and, I just told her how I did it. And from that moment on, when I feel like being spoiled, I take my stuff in and let her do it. The last time I went to her shop, I called and made an appointment, and she said, so, I'm stocking. Do I need aloe? You want baking soda? You want vinegar? Deep conditioner? You're going to leave it up to me. And when I got there, I got my little bag of goodies and stuff in the bag, and she already had the hookup. All I had to do was sit down in the chair. When you find someone that's good at what they do and embrace the fact that you prefer natural hair care or whatever, you stick with that person. She even introduced me to a line of products that's on the market that is all natural and asked me if I want to use that stuff in my hair. And I read the ingredients and it had 3 things in I was allergic to. So didn't end up trying those products, but it's nice to know that she thinks enough of me to give me that option more. So, you know, that's what I'm doing today. And as you could tell, because I work rather quickly, I only got those 2 braids left to do. And then I'm going to take a big old glop of my 14-in-1, go through the whole thing, give myself a nice cleansing treatment, maybe a deep condition, give my hair a shake, and let it hang. I'm going to take off the pajama top and, you know, maybe put on a silk shirt so that way there's no snagging, and I'm just going to enjoy my own texture for a while. In the meantime, this has been P+7 on Twitter and YouTube, and people elsewhere on the internet, and my blog, which I apparently forgot to mention in the last couple of videos, is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. Y'all stay blessed. Bye now.